see a shadow when the city goes quiet. I still see a shadow when the city goes quiet. Penthouse view, but the room feels private. Everybody thinks I'm living the dream. Nobody knows what I left behind me. Used to keep your number in my favorites. Now I keep my distance and my patience. Funny how the things I thought I needed turn into the reasons I was breaking. The champagne cold, the skyline glowing, the memories fade, but the lessons stay. Sometimes I miss the way you looked at me before the love became a liability. And sometimes I wonder what we'd be. Then reality reminds me, shadows don't text back. That's the truth. Some people become memories, not something to pursue. Shadows don't text back, and neither do mistakes. I learned that letting go can be another form of fate. Shadows don't text back, so I stop waiting. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Late night driving with nowhere to be, just me and the thoughts underneath. Streetlights passing like old conversations, every one of them losing meaning. You were comfort, you were danger, you were everything between. But every beautiful illusion eventually reveals the seams. Now I sleep better, think clearer, move slower, speak less, and somehow life feels lighter without carrying the stress. I don't hate you, I don't blame you, I just finally understand. Not every ending needs repairing. Some endings are the plan. Shadows don't text back. It's the truth. Some people become memories, not something to pursue. Shadows don't text back, and neither do mistakes. I learned that letting go can be another form of fate. Shadows don't text back, so I stop waiting. Maybe losing you was finding me. Maybe walking away was setting me free. Maybe every closed door protected something greater. Maybe everything happened exactly how it should. No anger, no regret, no messages unsent. Just a man learning peace is worth more than attention. Shadows don't text back. That's the truth. Some people become memories, not something to pursue. Shadows don't text back, and neither do mistakes. I learned that letting go can be another form of fate. Shadows don't text back, so I stopped waiting. I stopped waiting. Oh, stop waiting. Fade away. Fade away. I thought losing you was the end, but it was only page one. I thought losing you was the end, but it was only page one. Back when every sunset felt like it belonged to us. Back when every promise sounded stronger than time. Back when I confused attachment with something divine. Now the city glows beneath me, and the silence feels expensive. Funny how the wounds that nearly broke me turned into perspective. I spent months reading old memories, trying to understand the plot. Then one day I realized the story never stopped. You were beautiful, you were important, but you were never everything, and that's the truth. She was a chapter, not the book, a lesson, not the whole truth, a memory, not my future, a sunset, not the moon. She was a chapter, not the book, and I finally turned the page without losing who I am. Turn the page, turn the page, turn the page. Yeah. Everybody talks about finding love, nobody talks about what comes after. Nobody teaches you how to heal without becoming bitter. I used to replay old conversations like they would somehow change, but growth begins the moment acceptance takes the stage. Now I order dinner for one and somehow enjoy the view, no longer measuring happiness by whether I'm with you. The city keeps moving, the clock keeps turning, and every mile I've traveled feels like something earned. I don't need another ending to validate the pain, I just need to keep moving and stay in my lane. Not the book, a lesson, not the whole truth, a memory, not my future, a sunset, not the moon. She was a chapter, not the book, and I finally turned the page without losing who I am. Turn the page. Turn the page. Maybe we were never meant forever. Maybe forever was never the point. Maybe some people enter your life just to help you hear your own voice. Maybe love isn't possession, maybe love is growth, maybe letting go is how some stories stay beautiful. Regret, no resentment, no desire to rewrite history. Just gratitude for every page that helped create this version of me. It was a chapter, not the book, a lesson, not the whole truth, a memory, not my future, a sunset, not the moon. She was a chapter, not the book, and I finally turned the page without losing who I am. No, without losing who I am. She was a chapter, not the book. Now we're living different lives. She chose comfort, I chose greatness. Now we're living different lives. Back when we were standing at the same crossroads tonight. You wanted guarantees, I wanted possibility. You wanted something finished, I was still becoming me. And maybe neither one was wrong, maybe we just saw things differently. But every dream worth having comes attached to uncertainty. Now these city lights below me look like stars beneath my feet. Every sacrifice I made finally feels complete. I still wish you well, but I can't pretend I wasn't meant for more than where we ended. She chose comfort, I chose greatness. That's why our roads divide. One of us wanted safety, one of us wanted to fly. She chose comfort, I chose greatness, and the distance tells the truth. Some people choose the shelter, some people choose the view. Everybody loves the outcome, nobody loves the climb. Nobody talks about the pressure of betting on your own life. I slept with uncertainty more nights than I can count. While everybody else was doubting, I was figuring it out. Now success feels quiet, not loud. That's the secret they don't tell. The higher you rise, the more you value peace as well. And every goodbye that hurt me built another layer of strength. Every closed door redirecting my direction. You were part of the journey, but not the destination. And that's something I finally understand. She chose comfort, I chose greatness. That's why our roads divide. One of us wanted safety, one of us wanted to fly. She chose comfort, I chose greatness, and the distance tells the truth. Some people choose the shelter, some people choose the view. Maybe the hardest choice is believing in yourself when the results aren't visible to anyone else. Maybe greatness begins the moment you stop explaining and start building in silence, 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 silence. No resentment, no revenge, no desire to prove a point. Just gratitude for the pressure that revealed my potential. She chose comfort, I chose greatness. That's why our roads divide. One of us wanted safety, one of us wanted to fly. She chose comfort, I chose greatness, and the distance tells the truth. Some people choose the shelter, some people choose the view. yeah. Fade away. She wanted attention, I wanted peace, that's where the distance began. She wanted attention, I wanted peace, that's where the distance began. Every conversation felt like pressure, every silence felt like a chest. I kept trying to understand her, while forgetting to protect myself. You wanted constant reassurance, I wanted trust without conditions. You wanted proof every evening, I wanted space for my ambitions. The city lights don't ask for anything, they simply shine. Maybe that's why I spend these nights watching them instead of looking behind. I wasn't hard to love, I was just tired of proving it every day. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. One of us needed noise, one of us needed leash. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. And somewhere in between, we became two different dreams. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. Funny how clarity arrives after enough distance. Funny how the truth appears once emotion loses influence. I thought losing you would leave a hole inside me. Instead it left a silence where I could finally find me. Now my mornings feel lighter, my focus feels expensive, my energy feels protected, my future feels impressive. Not because you're gone, but because I stopped abandoning myself, trying to save something that wasn't healthy. Some relationships end, not because love disappeared, but because peace did. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. One of us needed noise, one of us needed release. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. But somewhere in between, we became two different dreams. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. Maybe love isn't enough when priorities don't align. Maybe chemistry means nothing without peace of mind. Maybe the strongest choice is walking away calmly, instead of staying and losing yourself slowly. Just acceptance and a better understanding of what I need in life. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. One of us needed noise, one of us needed peace. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. And somewhere in between, we became two different dreams. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Now I watch the city from above. Built the life she couldn't wait for. Now I watch the city from above. Back when all I had were plans and a dream nobody could touch. You wanted results immediately. I was asking for trust. Every late night felt endless. Every setback felt personal. Every closed door felt permanent. Every win felt impossible. But I kept going while the world kept doubting. And every lonely evening became another brick in the foundation. Now these lights below me look like proof of persistence. Not perfection, just resistance. You left before the harvest. You left during the rain, and that's okay. That's okay. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Brick by brick, night by night. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Through every sacrifice, I built the life she couldn't wait for. Now the view is finally clear. Funny how everything arrived the moment I stopped looking in the rear. Night by night, yeah, night by night. Everybody celebrates success. Nobody celebrates endurance. Nobody posts the lonely nights or the fear behind the courage. I remember sitting in my car wondering if I was enough. Now I sit above the skyline knowing I survived the rough. The money isn't what I'm proud of. The peace is, the freedom is, the discipline is, the fact I stay committed when quitting would have been easier. That's the win. Some people see potential, some people need proof, and by the time proof arrives, they're already gone. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Brick by brick, night by night. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Through every sacrifice, oh, I built the life she couldn't wait for. Now the view is finally clear. Funny how everything arrived the moment I stopped looking in the rear. Maybe timing matters more than feelings. Maybe belief matters more than promises. Maybe the right people stay through the process, not just the outcome. No bitterness, no revenge, no need to prove a point, just appreciation for every obstacle that made me stronger. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Brick by brick, night by night. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Through every sacrifice, I built the life she couldn't wait for. Now the view is finally clear. Funny how everything arrived the moment I stopped looking in the rear. No, the moment I stopped looking in the rear. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Night by night, yeah. Night by night. Fade Yeah. Midnight hanging off the skyline, city glowing through my window tonight. Everybody sees the champagne, nobody sees what remains. Used to wait for your name on my screen, now the silence feels better to me. Funny how losing somebody can teach you exactly who you need to be. The room is quiet, the view is priceless. Your memory visits, but it doesn't stay. And every night gets a little easier to walk away. Sometimes I still hear your voice floating through the dark, but every lesson left behind still echoes in my heart. Some doors stay closed for a reason, some flames fade out with the seasons. I could call your name tonight, but peace of mind is worth more than the feeling. Some roads don't lead where they started, some hearts heal when they're broken. I still miss where we used to be, but I won't lose myself reopening. Some doors stay closed for a reason, oh, a reason. Some doors stay closed for a reason, yeah. Funny how the city looks different when you're no longer chasing ghosts. Funny how success feels quieter when you're sitting here alone. Everybody wants the lifestyle, nobody wants the pressure. Nobody sees the lonely nights behind every level. You were comfort, you were familiar, you were a place I used to run. But comfort isn't always healing, sometimes growth requires the sun. So I let go, even when it hurt, even when I wanted one more chance. Chose peace over repeating the same old dance. I still think about forever sometimes, and I remember why forever didn't survive. Some doors stay closed for a reason, some flames fade out with the seasons. I could call your name tonight, but peace of mind is worth more than the feeling. Some roads don't lead what they started, some hearts heal when they're broken. I still miss what we used to be, but I won't lose myself reopening. Some doors stay closed for a reason, some doors stay closed for a reason. Maybe we met to teach each other lessons. Maybe we love to learn how to let go. Maybe forever wasn't promised, maybe growth was. Maybe the strongest thing I've done was choosing myself when I still wanted us. No anger, no revenge, no messages waiting to be sent. Just city lights, a quiet soul, and a heart that understands that loneliness can become luxury, and silence can become power. Some doors stay closed for a reason, some stars shine brighter after leaving. I could call your name tonight, but I've come too far to lose my meaning. Some dreams end for a reason, some souls grow strong through the healing. I still carry love for you, but love alone a reason. I thought she was the reward. Turns out she was the lesson. I thought she was the reward. Turns out she was the lesson. Back when I believed love was the finish line. Back when I measured success by who stood by my side. I gave too much, know too much, stayed longer than I should, mistaken potential for something good. Now the city reflects across the windows of my suite, and every hard truth feels a little bittersweet, because the pain I wanted gone became the thing that shaped me, and the woman I couldn't keep taught me what I needed. Some people enter your life to stay. Some people enter your life to change it. She was the lesson, not the reward. The storm before the calm, the light before the door. She was the lesson, not the reward. The reason I became everything I was searching for. Now I understand why she had to go. Funny how maturity sounds a lot like silence. Funny how peace will rise when you stop resisting. Everybody wants the blessing, nobody wants the preparation. Nobody wants the heartbreak before the transformation. I stopped needing closure, stopped needing explanation, stopped asking life for different outcomes and started appreciating the road that brought me here. Because every setback quietly redirected me. I don't miss the relationship, I miss the version of me that still thought happiness lived in somebody else. She was the lesson, not the reward. The storm before the calm, the lock before the door. She was the lesson, not the reward. The reason I became everything I was searching for. Now I understand why she had to go. Maybe life removes people when their purpose is complete. Maybe growth begins where confidence. Maybe every heartbreak carries instructions for the next version of yourself. No resentment, no regret, no desire to relive it. Just respect for the lesson and gratitude for surviving it. She was the lesson, not the reward. The storm before the calm, the lock before the door. She was the lesson, not the reward. The reason I became everything I was searching for. Now I understand why she had to go. Why she I don't miss her. I miss who I was when I still believed. I don't miss her. I miss who I was when I still believed. Back when forever sounded simple. Back when love felt easy to keep. Back when I thought loyalty could solve everything. Back when my heart was open without questioning a thing. Sometimes I confuse the memory with the person that she was. Then I realize what I miss is the version of me she knew. Because the city looks the same tonight, but I don't see it the same way. Growth has a way of changing what your eyes decide to chase. Maybe I wasn't more than you. Maybe I was more than innocent. Maybe that's the difference. I don't miss her. I miss who I was before the lessons, before the scars. I don't miss her. I miss the way I used to love without fear, without God. But every loss taught me something. Every wound revealed the truth. And the man I am becoming would never trade places with that youth. That youth. Everybody talks about healing like it's a straight line forward. Nobody talks about missing the person you were before it. I used to wear my heart openly. Now I wear wisdom instead. Not because I became colder, because experience lives in my head. The penthouse lights reflect across the glass tonight, and every version of me feels visible in the skyline. The dream of the broken one, the memory building piece by piece. All of them had to exist to create the peace I keep. I don't regret the journey, even when it hurt, 'cause every chapter added something to my word. I don't miss her. I miss who I was before the lessons, before the scars. I don't miss her. I miss the way I used to love without fear, without God. But every loss taught me something. Every wound revealed the truth. And the man I am becoming would never trade places with that youth. No blame, no desire to go back, just an appreciation for every version of me that survived the impact. I don't miss her. I miss who I was before the lessons, before the scars. I don't miss her. I miss the way I used to love without fear, without God. But every loss taught me something. Every wound revealed the truth. And the man I am becoming will never trade places with that youth. Will never trade places with that youth. night I stopped needing her was the night I found myself. The night I stopped needing her was the night I found myself. Rain falling on the glass, city lights melting into gold. Same skyline, same apartment, different soul. I remember reaching for my phone, then putting it back down for the first time. The silence didn't feel like drowning, it felt like solid ground. Something shifted, something settled, something finally let go. And in that quiet moment I became someone I didn't know. I spent years trying to keep us alive and forgot to keep myself alive. The night I stopped needing her, the world got bigger somehow. The weight got lighter, the air got clearer, and I could finally breathe now. The night I stopped needing her, I stopped abandoning me, and that's the kind of freedom nobody else can give or take away. Take away. Take away. Funny how attachment disguises itself as love sometimes. Funny how peace arrives the moment you stop trying. Everybody talks about heartbreak, nobody talks about dependence. Nobody talks about the courage required to break it. Now my mornings belong to me, my focus belongs to me, my future belongs to me, and that's a beautiful thing to see. The city still remembers every version of me, but tonight I'm meeting the one I was supposed to be. Maybe healing begins when need becomes choice, and choice becomes peace. The night I stopped needing her, the world got bigger somehow. The weight got lighter, the air got clearer, and I could finally breathe now. The night I stopped needing her, I stopped abandoning me, and that's the kind of freedom nobody else can give up or take away. Maybe the strongest love is the one you give yourself. Maybe the strongest man is the one who's comfortable alone. Maybe what I lost was never meant to stay. Maybe what I found was me. No chasing, no waiting, no hoping she'll return. Just peace, just growth, and lessons finally learned. The night I stopped needing her, the world got bigger somehow. The weight got lighter, the air got clearer, and I could finally breathe now. The night I stopped needing her, I stopped abandoning me, and that's the kind of freedom I don't chase anymore. I attract what's meant for me. I don't chase anymore. I attract what's meant for me. Took a long time learning what I couldn't see. Used to run after people who were running from themselves, trying to save everybody while neglecting my health. Now the city's glowing gold outside my window frame, and every lesson that once hurt made me impossible to break. I got scars under designer jackets, peace hidden behind these sunglasses, and 1,000 reasons to look back, but none of them worth having. Some people only love you when you're easy to control, and some people leave the moment you start growing. I don't chase anymore. If it's real, it'll find me. I don't beg anymore. What's mine will arrive naturally. I spend too many nights trying to hold what wanted freedom. Now I let the universe decide, and somehow life feels easier. I don't chase anymore. I don't chase anymore, yeah, no. Funny how the silence changed me. Funny how distance made me wise. Funny how heartbreak became fuel and failure became disguise. Oh, everybody sees the success, nobody sees the transformation. Nobody saw the lonely nights building stronger foundations. I learned that self-respect is more attractive than attention. In the moment I stopped forcing things, everything started aligning. I stopped chasing validation, stop chasing explanation, stop chasing people who will never stay. I don't chase anymore. If it's real, it'll find me. I don't beg anymore. What's mine will arrive naturally. I spend too many nights trying to hold what wanted freedom. Now I let the universe decide, and somehow life feels easier. I don't chase anymore. Maybe every goodbye was making room for something better. Maybe every closed door protecting me from the wrong forever. Maybe growth begins the moment you stop chasing and start becoming. No pressure, no proving, no convincing, no competing. Just faith, just patience, and the man who finally understands time. I don't chase anymore. If it's real, it'll find me. I don't beg anymore. What's mine will arrive naturally. I spend too many nights trying to hold what wanted freedom. Now I let the universe decide, and somehow life feels easier. I don't chase anymore. I don't chase She left, but somehow the peace stayed. Funny how life works that way. I used to think losing you would leave me with nothing to say. Now the city lights feel different through these floor-to-ceiling windows. No more checking my phone, no more staring at old photos. The air feels lighter, the nights feel clearer. The silence used to scare me, now I hear myself better. I won't lie, there are nights I miss your voice, but every time I look back, I remember why I made that choice. She left, the peace stayed, the pressure left with her name. No more storms inside my chest, no more carrying the weight. She left, the peace stayed. Maybe that's the saddest thing. The day I stopped needing us was the day I started healing. Peace stayed, yeah. Peace stayed. Everybody saw the chemistry, nobody saw the damage. Everybody loved the pictures, nobody knew the habits. Love shouldn't feel like war, love shouldn't feel like survival. If I have to lose myself, then what's the point of the title? Now I move slower, think deeper, speak less, sleep better. Funny how walking away can make a man stronger forever. Sometimes I still wonder what would have happened if we stayed. Then I remember the price we paid. She left, the peace stayed, the pressure left with her name. No more storms inside my chest, no more carrying the weight. She left, the peace stayed. And maybe that's the saddest thing. The day I stopped needing us was the day I started healing. The peace stayed. I used to pray, come back, now I pray I never go backwards. I used to fear being alone, now I fear losing my growth. Oh, maybe that's maturity, maybe that's wisdom, maybe that's finally understanding the difference between love and attachment. No resentment, no revenge, no unfinished business, just acceptance and a quiet heart, watching the city breathe. She left, the peace stayed, the pressure left with her name. No more storms inside my chest, no more carrying the weight. She left, the peace stayed. And maybe that's the saddest thing. The day I stopped needing us was the day I started healing. The day I stopped needing us. Oh, the day I started healing. Peace stayed. Yeah, the peace stayed. Fade away. Fade away. She used to watch me lose, never saw me win. It's the irony of timing. Ooh, she lost me close. She watched me lose, never saw me win. It's the irony of timing. Back when every plan felt fragile, back when every dollar mattered, back when confidence was something I had to rebuild after it shattered. No, you saw the pressure, you saw the setbacks, you saw the nights I couldn't sleep, but you never saw the moment everything finally clicked for me. Now the skyline glows beneath me like a dream that refused to die, and every scar I carry feels like proof I survived. Some people know your struggle, some people know your success, very few know both. She watched me lose, never saw me win, never saw the comeback after everything caved in. She watched me fall, never saw me rise. Now I'm looking at the city from a different side of life. She watched me lose, never saw me win, never saw me win. Never saw me win. Funny how life works, funny how stories change, funny how the people who leave never see who you became. I don't hold it against you, maybe it wasn't your role. Maybe some people leave so you can finally grow. The money came later, the peace came first. The success felt smaller than discovering my worth. That's the part nobody talks about, that's the hidden reward. Learning to love yourself without needing applause. I stopped chasing validation, and everything changed. She watched me lose, never saw me win, never saw the comeback after everything caved in. She watched me fall, never saw me rise. Now I'm looking at the city from a different side of life. She watched me lose, never saw me win. Maybe some victories I'm meant to be proud of, maybe some growth happens in silence. Maybe the people who doubted were never supposed to witness the transformation. And no anger, no need to be seen, no need to explain. The results already speak. She watched me lose, never saw me win, never saw the comeback after everything caved in. She watched me fall, never saw me rise. Now I'm looking at the city from a different side of life. She watched me lose, never saw me win. No, no, never saw me win. She watched me lose, never saw me win. Never saw me win. Yeah. Fade away, fade away. Fade away. I found peace where she left me. Never thought I'd say that. I found peace where she left me. Never thought I'd say that. Back when every empty room echoed with your name. Back when every midnight drive ended in the same pain. I thought healing meant replacing everything we used to be. Turns out healing was remembering without losing me. The city still shines the same outside this window tonight, but something changed inside me and finally made it right. I stopped fighting reality, stopped arguing with the past. In the moment I accepted it, the weight didn't last. The hardest part wasn't losing you. The hardest part was finding me again. I found peace where she left me, right in the middle of the pain. I found strength where she broke me, in sunlight after rain. I found peace where she left me, that's the part nobody sees. Sometimes what feels like the ending is where your freedom begins. Ooh, freedom begins. Freedom begins. Everybody wants closure, nobody wants patience. Everybody wants answers, nobody wants transformation. I spent too many nights looking for meaning in the loss. Then I realized the lesson was becoming my own boss. Now my focus feels cleaner, my standards sit higher, my future feels brighter, and my purpose burns like fire. Not because I forgot you, because I finally remember myself. There's a difference. Sometimes life removes people to return you to yourself. I found peace where she left me, right in the middle of the pain. I found strength where she broke me, in sunlight after rain. I found peace where she left me, that's the part nobody sees. Sometimes what feels like the ending is where your freedom begins. Maybe the loss was the gift, maybe the wound was the teacher. Maybe the silence was preparing me for a better future. Maybe every closed door was protecting something greater than I could understand. No resentment, no blame, no unfinished business, just gratitude for fade away. The silence looks good on me, better than your goodbye ever did. The silence looks good on me, better than your goodbye ever did. Used to fill every empty space with conversations that went nowhere. Used to mistake attention for somebody who actually cared. Now the city goes beneath me like diamonds scattered in the dark. And every mile I've traveled left another lesson on my heart. I don't reach for my phone anymore when loneliness visits at night. I pour a drink, watch the skyline, and let the feeling pass by. I spend years trying to be understood. Now I spend nights understanding myself. The silence looks good on me, like a tailored suit, like a view from the top floor, like finally knowing the truth. The silence looks good on me, like peace after the storm, like waking up and realizing I don't need what I've outgrown. The silence looks good on me. It's good on me. It's good on me. It's good on me. Yeah, yeah. Funny how the loudest growth happens when nobody can hear it. Funny how confidence arrives the moment you stop chasing it. Everybody wants recognition, nobody talks about restraint. Nobody talks about the discipline it takes to walk away. You taught me many things without meaning to. You taught me what happens when I ignore what's true. Now my standards sit higher, my boundaries stand strong, and every day feels lighter since I moved on. I don't need revenge to feel successful. Peace already did that for me. The silence looks good on me, like a tailored suit, like a view from the top floor, like finally knowing the truth. The silence looks good on me, like peace after the storm, like waking up and realizing I don't need what I've outgrown. The silence looks good on me. Maybe the greatest flex is not responding. Maybe the greatest victory is not returning. Maybe the strongest man in the room is the one who's at peace with being alone. No drama, no chaos, no emotional debt. Just growth, just focus and zero regrets. The silence looks good on me, like a tailored suit, like a view from the top floor, like finally knowing the truth. The silence looks good on me, like peace after the storm, like waking up and realizing I don't need what I've outgrown. The silence looks good on fade away.